Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I wanted to give you a couple of meal ideas for baby-led weaning in case anybody wanted to start the journey and you had kind of questions on what to feed your baby. So these meal ideas are typically what I give Nathan for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're very common things that I give him because they're things that he likes that I know he's always gonna eat. But of course I like to switch it out because the whole point of baby-led weaning is introducing your child to a variety of foods in their natural state without making them purees. So we've been doing baby-led weaning with Nathan ever since he was around 6 months old, and he loves it. He feeds himself. I've never had to spoon feed him, so it's honestly a great way to feed your baby, and it's a great way it's a great way to avoid picky eaters later on, and that's why we love it so much. In case you don't know me, let me introduce myself first. My name's Kelly. I'm a 24-year-old mama of baby boy. He is around 10 months old. And I wanted to share these ideas with you in case you're ever in a rut and you don't really know what to give your baby. These are my go-to in case I feel like I've tried a variety and I just want to give him something simple, easy, that I don't have to rack my brain. So I hope you enjoyed this video and let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna make are cheesy eggs with onions. So first you're gonna crack an egg in a bowl and then add a little bit of milk. I used oat milk, you can use breast milk or whatever milk you want. And then I sprinkle in some vegan mozzarella and then I mix it all together. And then I'm gonna grab a small piece of onion, and I personally like to cut the onion really teeny tiny. It just makes it easier to cook, so I don't, have raw pieces of onions in his eggs. So I just cut it teeny tiny so they cook all the way through and make it nice and yummy for him. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil in a pan at medium heat. And then I'm going to add in my onions once I feel that the pan is nice and hot. I'm going to cook the onions until they're this nice golden brown. And then I'm going to add in the eggs. And I'm going to mix and cook it all, get it nice and fluffy. That's what I like about putting milk in eggs. They just make them so nice and fluffy, and he loves them. Alright, so moving on to the toast. So I don't really put much, I just put this vegan cream cheese on it. I like to put a nice thin layer so it doesn't become a choking hazard. And then I cut off the crusts. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I do it because it just makes me feel better doing it. And then I take that piece and I cut it into 2 big strips, and that's how I give him his toast. And I don't know how he eats it without teeth, but he eats it. Then I'm going to take this unsweetened vanilla yogurt, and what I do is I'm going to use this peach, banana, and apricot puree, and I make basically my own flavored yogurt. I like doing this better than buying regular flavored yogurt just because it's not as much sugar, and that's kind of just it. That's his breakfast. It's pretty simple, nothing too crazy, and he loves it. Okay, so moving on to lunch, we're going to make these sweet potato fries, and of course the first thing I'm going to do is peel the potato, and then I'm going to cut them into fry lengths. So be careful with sweet potatoes because they are super hard to cut. I don't know what it is about them that they are just the most difficult vegetables to cut, and I have to use every power in me in order to cut these. And then I'm going to set the oven at about 375 degrees. And now I'm just adding a little bit of olive oil on top, and then a teeny tiny small bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. And then you're just going to move them around. Really get them coated on both sides so that it's equally dispersed between the fries. And then I'm just OCD, I put everything in little lines. And then I'm going to put them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes depending on how thick the fries are. And next up, we're going to do the green beans. I have this cooker because, you know, it was on sale and it was a really nice cooker. You obviously don't need this baby steaming cooker thingy. We just have it and I just use it all the time. And then next up, we're going to do red kidney beans. So I just get regular kidney beans from a can, and then I rinse off whatever, you know, comes with it to make sure there's no salt or anything like that. And then I'm going to heat a pan with a little bit of olive oil, and once it's nice and warm, I'm going to put the red kidney beans in, and I just saute them until they're warm and a little bit soft. And then this is how the sweet potatoes turned out. They are so good, and Nathan loves them. Because red kidney beans, well, any beans in general, are a round shape, I do mush them because they are choking hazards for babies under 1. So that's just what I'm doing, gotta mush them up for the babies. And then I like to give him bananas, but I can never cut them right, so I honestly just put my finger in the middle of the banana and follow the shape, and that is it. That is Nathan's lunch. Super simple, super easy, nothing crazy, and he loves it. He'll eat it up. And in case you're wondering what I do while he eats, I literally just sit down and eat with him. I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with him. It's a nice time. We have conversations. It's a great bonding time. Alright, so last but not least, we're going to make dinner. So I'm going to make him some mashed potatoes. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is peel the potato, and then once I peel it, I wash it, and I cut them into thin strips just so that it cooks faster. And then I add water to a pot, and then I get the pot nice and hot and boiling, and once I start to see it bubble a little bit, I'll put in the potato. And then I'll cook it for maybe 10-15 minutes. I'll just keep touching the potato to see when it gets really soft. And then I'll strain it, put it in a bowl, add a little bit of oat milk, a little bit of vegan butter, mash it up, get it nice and creamy. And then we're going to move on to broccoli. So again, I'm just steaming some broccoli in this little baby cooker that I have. I have it here, so I might as well use it. And it actually takes a really long time. And then next up, I have this ground veal that I made him the other day. I'm gonna leave the recipe in the description, but he loves this. I don't know if he loves the meat or the sauce, but he eats it up. And I'm just plating here, you know, just getting everything nice and ready. And I took some of those red kidney beans from lunch, heated them up again, and we're mushing them for the baby. And we're just gonna, you know, we gotta use what we have here. And that's it. That is dinner for Nathan. I like to obviously, you know, make sure that the ground beef is nice and teeny tiny, so I'll mush it up at the end with a fork. But yeah, that's dinner. And he loves it. Alright guys, so that's basically it. Those are the meals that I normally feed Nathan. Those are the foods that are pretty normal for me to make him. They're super simple, they're super easy to make. He loves it, he eats them all the time. So if you're looking for easy meal ideas to give your baby or your toddler, try these. They're simple, they're nothing too crazy, they're not chock full of too many spices and ingredients and this or that. They're super easy to make. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification button so you know when I post next, and let me know what you guys want to see. If you like these kinds of videos, what it is that you're looking more into, whether that be sleep training or baby-led weaning or just kind of what it's like to have a 10-month-old baby, because it's definitely different than having a newborn, and it's a lot more challenging than the newborn stage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.